Hey guys, welcome back to Rust Admin Academy, where I teach you guys the very best tips and tricks to owning and operating your own successful Rust server. Today's video is going to be coming at you in two parts. Basically what I want to update you on an existing video that I've already done in the past because it has changed a little bit. The plugin has changed and I want to give you guys the update on that. And the second part that I want to show you guys is how to have a bot or make your existing bot inside your Discord server show you what's going on inside your Rust server, showing how many players are online, how many players are joining, the last time it was wiped, etc, stuff like that. Basically a bot that shows all of the statistics for your Rust server, and all of that encompasses around using a Discord bot. So if you don't have a Discord bot, I'm going to quickly show you how to create a Discord bot, and this is all stuff that I've done in the past already. So if you want to check out some of those videos, I'll be posting those in the YouTube cards in the top right hand corner throughout this video, because those previous videos will go a little bit more in depth as to what I'm doing today. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, you know what to do. Throw me a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you stay up to date on everything that we're working on. I'm also finally going to be showing you guys the actual IceHost dashboard that you can get if you're tired of running your servers off of a local host, or you're just not satisfied with your current service provider. Make sure you guys check out icehost.com. I'll put a link to it in the video description down below. There's also a promo code that'll save you 30% off of your first 2 months of service when renting one of their shared servers. If you're running a multiple server system, this is exactly what your dashboard would look like right here. As you can see, I've got 3 servers. Only one of them is running right now. I just haven't switched everything over to the new dashboard yet. That's all coming in time. Whoever would have guessed that YouTube would take up so much of my time. So going forward, most of my tutorials are going to be based on this platform. It's going to look a little bit different from what you guys are doing. You can still extrapolate the information that I'm using on this dashboard into your local host or whatever current provider you're using right now. But you are going to see some things on this system that I know that your current provider cannot provide for you. So because this is applicable to what we're doing today, I have to explain this to you. One of the biggest complaints I hear from many of my viewers is that their current hosting provider does not allow them access to their Rust dedicated data folder, and then of course the managed folder, which is where you would install any kind of extensions that you might need to use for your server. One of the many great things about icehost.com is you're actually given access to this folder. You don't have to email them, you don't have to submit a support ticket to get them to install an extension for you. You can just do it yourself. So I'm going to do this right from square zero. If you've never done anything Discord related with your Rust server, this is exactly where you're going to start. You have to start with the Discord extension, and like I said before, most of your hosting providers aren't going to allow you access to the folder where you need to put the Discord extension. So if you go to the Umod website, the Discord extension might be a little bit hard to find because there isn't an actual tab that you can click on that's going to take you directly to extension. It used to be there, not there anymore. So just one thing to realize is any of the plugins that require you to have the Discord extension is actually going to say it depends on the Discord extension. So as you can see here, looking at Discord Core on the Umod website, you can see right here it says that it depends on Discord, which that's what it's telling you, is it's telling you that it requires the Discord extension. So if we just click on this button right here, that takes us to this page right here, which is the Discord extension. All we have to do is click on download. You might get a warning asking you if you are sure that you want to download this file to your computer. Technically, it's a DLL. It could pose a potential risk to your computer. They just want to make sure that you actually want to download this file. And yes, of course we do, because we need to have it. So we can just click on keep, or whatever terminology they use on your computer. So now that's in our downloads folder. We're going to deal with that in a second. While we're here, we're also going to grab all of the other plugins that we need to use for this tutorial. In this case, we're going to use Discord Core. We're also going to use Discord Presence, and we're also going to use Discord Wipe. All of these plugins are available from the Umod website. I'll put links to each and every one of them in the video description down below so that you don't have to sort through all of this in order to get to them. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually start installing everything that we need to use for this tutorial. The first thing we need to do is install the Discord extension. And in order to do that, we actually have to have our server offline. So if you're using the IceHost dashboard or Pterodactyl dashboard, you just click on stop and it'll shut down your server. Once that's done, you just go into file management. See if I can zoom in here. You just go into file management. We want to go into Rust dedicated data, and then we want to go into the managed folder, and then we want to upload a file to this folder. And if we scroll all the way down to the bottom of this list of files that's in our managed folder, you can see this green line right here, which means this file was successfully installed. We can go back to console and just click on the start button. This is going to restart our server with our new Discord extension installed. If you watch closely, you might actually see a couple of differences in your console. You're going to see that it's actually referencing the Discord extension. So don't panic if you see things looking a little bit different from what you're used to seeing. So once our server is back up and running, we can go ahead and finish installing the other plugins that we downloaded. So what I do when I'm working with the iced host dashboard is I actually have two tabs open in my Chrome browser. As you can see here, I've got my console up on one tab, and then I've got my file manager up on another tab. And I just flip flop back and forth. It makes it super easy. So if you're wondering how I'm getting back and forth between these two pages so quickly, I'm just using Control Tab and Control Shift Tab in order to go back and forth between these two tabs. So once we're back in our file management system, we're going to go into the Oxide folder, and then we're going to go into the plugins folder, and then we're going to go over to the right hand side of the screen, and we're going to click on upload. And then we're going to go ahead and grab the three other plugins that we downloaded from the Umod website. First one is Discord Core, green bar, successful. Second one is Discord Presence, green bar, successful. And the third one is Discord Wipe, green bar, successful. And if we just refresh that page, now we see our file folder with these three plugins installed. But they're not going to work. If we flip back over to our console, you're actually going to see that none of these plugins are actually going to function properly because we haven't given them the information that they require in order to actually work, which means we need to go create a Discord bot that we're going to use to perform these functions. Once we have that Discord bot, we'll have all of the information that is required for these plugins to work properly. So to create a bot, we have to go to the Discord Developer Applications section. I'll put a link to this website in the video description down below, so don't worry about that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to click on New Application, and we're going to give this application a name. And we can literally call this application whatever we want. But do remember that this is how this bot is going to appear once it's in your server. There's another location where you can give it a different name as well. Once we've completed setting up our application, we can give him a new icon so that he's actually got a face in our server. And then we can go over to the bot section on the left-hand side right here, and we want to add a bot to this application. Click on Yes, Do It. Here's the secondary location where you can change the name of the bot as it's going to appear in your server. As it stands right now, it just uses the same name as what we called the application. So there's a little bit of important information that I have to express to you going forward right here. There's going to be some sensitive information in here. There's going to be bot APIs. There's going to be secret codes that you guys are going to be able to see. This information you want to protect for yourself. You don't want anyone to have any of your API codes, any of your secret keys, nothing. You want to keep that stuff 100% private just for you. The reason I can do this, and I know that I'm not going to get in any trouble with Discord, is as soon as I'm done with this tutorial, so before you guys even see this video, this application is actually going to be deleted. This information is no longer going to be valid. The reason I'm being so serious about this is because if Discord finds out that you're abusing APIs or anything like that, they can and will actually ban you from the platform. So don't abuse APIs, and don't let anyone else abuse your APIs or your secret keys. All right, PSA complete. Just for simplicity reasons, we want to give this bot an authorization level the same as an administrator on your Discord server. You can of course change this later if you feel that your bot is doing things that you don't want it to. You can then go back in and reduce the permissions that this bot has. However, you don't have to worry about any of that. Just give it administrator level permissions and everything going forward is going to be fine. So once we have our bot all set up, we have to invite this bot into our Discord server. So to do that, we go back to general information. We want to grab this client ID right here. You can just click on copy. That's going to copy that to your clipboard. And then you need to click on the address that I'll post in the video description down below. And we want to put our application's identity ID number in this address bar so that it knows which bot. And then we're going to determine which Discord server we want to invite it to. Actually, once this lands in the video description, I'll actually put brackets or parentheses around the section where you need to put the application identification number in there. So we just need to pick which server we want to invite this bot to. If you only have one server, this may not show up the same way, but as you can see, I have multiple servers. So we're going to invite this bot to Bull's test server. Click on continue. We want to give it administrator permissions. Yes, that's true. We want to authorize. It's going to ask us, are we a robot? No, of course we're not a robot. And there we go. Once we flip back over to the Discord, you can see, if you look on the right hand side there, you can see Bull's test server bot, and it's showing offline, which is okay. It's not going to stay that way. All right, so once we've gotten to that point, we can close that page that we used to invite the Discord bot with. We'll still need to get some information from our actual application site. That's okay, we'll go through this step by step. So the first thing that we need to deal with is Discord Core. Discord Core is the plugin that actually links Discord with our Rust server. We can go back to our file manager, click on Oxide. We want to go into the configuration folder, the config folder this time. We want to start editing Discord Core. So there's a lot of things going on in this config file. Don't worry about it. That's going to come in a future video. I want to be able to show you guys how you can actually execute commands with your Discord bot and it will perform different functions. That is not what this tutorial is all about. However, this is one of the functionalities of this plugin. The only thing that we're going to deal with today is the Discord API key and the bot guild ID, which are the first two lines of this config file. So to get our Discord API key, we want to go back to the Discord developer application site where we built our bot. We want to go to the bot itself. We want to click to reveal their token. You don't have to click on reveal their token. You just want to click on copy and it'll copy that information to your clipboard. Let's go back to our file manager and let's just place that token ID inside the Discord API key. The second line is the bot guild ID. And it also puts a note there that if you're only using this bot in one Discord, you can leave this blank. However, I'm going to show you where to get that information in case you want to use this bot in multiple Discords. So in order to get our bot guild ID, our Discord has to be in developer mode. And if you're not in developer mode, you just click on the gear in the bottom left-hand corner next to your name and then go to appearance and scroll down to the very bottom here and make sure you have this toggled in the on position, developer mode right here. Once you have that done, you can close that there and then right click on your server's name. And at the very bottom, you've got copy ID. So let's just copy that ID. We can head back over to our Discord core config file, and then we can just go in between these quotations right there and just pasta that right there. So for now, for this tutorial, we're done with Discord core config file. We can save this and we can just type o.reload Discord core inside of our console. And if everything works correctly, you should see a response similar to this right here. So it's telling us that Discord core is connected to the server that we've now connected it to and everything is okay. As you can see here earlier, I did the exact same thing and it ran into an error. I just simply reloaded the plugin again, grabbed the correct information. I didn't have to change anything. It just had an error the first time I reloaded the plugin, but the second time I did it, it went and it was fine. And so if we head back over to our actual Discord, you can see now our bot is actually showing online. On the previous scene, if you guys were paying really close attention, you will have noticed that there was a bunch of information underneath our Discord bot. That is Discord Presence by MJSU. Because I had already installed the Discord Presence plugin into our file manager, it was already ready to go. It was just waiting for the bot to become active in order to start showing that information. I'll go back, don't worry, I'll show you what information it's showing. I just wanted to show you what the actual config file looks like for Discord Presence so that if you want to adjust what information your bot is showing about your Rust server, you can do that. So let's go into Oxide, let's go into the config folder, and then let's start editing Discord Presence. So this is where you can edit what information is underneath your Discord bot after you've connected it to your Discord server. We can customize this a little bit. We can change the name of the server that it's monitoring. So I'm just going to say the bot is on srtbull's YouTube test server. These are the different flags of information that the bot is going to cycle through every 15 seconds, as you can see right here, showing different information about our Rust server. So let's just save that file. Let's go back to our console and type in o.reload Discord Presence. And the plugin reloaded, everything is fine. Let's go back over to the Discord and let's just watch it for a couple of seconds so that we see the different information that it's actually displaying. Okay, so as you can see there, it's now saying Bull's test server bot is playing on Bull's test server, and there's 0 of 2 players because there's nobody in this server. Every 15 seconds, it's going to cycle through a new statistic about your server. We've got 1 sleeper, which is me. There's been a total of 1 player on your server, which is also me. We've had 1 lifetime player, which is also me. There's 0 players queued to come into the server. We have 0 players joining the server. And this is all real time. This is going to show up for you when you have players that are trying to join your server. It's actually going to show up there. So there we go. That's Discord Presence, a bot for your server that's actually going to show you real-time information about your Rust server, all displayed inside your Discord server. It just creates a quick and easy viewpoint for your players or your admins or your moderators of your server to quickly go in and see how many people are on the server, what's going on. It just gives a real quick synopsis of what's going on your server. All right, so that's it for Discord Presence. But now let's get into Discord Wipe, because there's been some updates made to Discord Wipe that maybe not everyone understands how to deal with, but it creates such a cool effect for your wipe day. So when we were downloading plugins earlier, I also downloaded a plugin called Discord Wipe by MJSU. There's another aspect to this plugin that I'd like you to download as well, and that is called Rust Map API. And I'll show you why I didn't show you this earlier. So I'm going to download this right quick. I'm going to upload it real quick, and I want you to watch my console so that you see what this plugin is actually doing as soon as you load it in. So it's creating us some map information. It's creating us information about the map that our Rust server is currently on right now. And I'll show you why this is important. Okay, so let's not worry about Discord Map API right now. Basically, you toss it into your plugins folder, you're done. You don't necessarily have to do anything more with it. We're going to use the information that it generates in Discord Wipe. So let's go back to our file manager. Let's go into Oxide. Let's go into the config folder, and let's go into Discord Wipe. So there are literally 2 lines that you have to concern yourself with this configuration file. That is line 2 and line 3. It's asking us for webhooks from our Discord. Now, I know this sounds scary to a lot of people. If you don't understand webhooks, it's really not scary. Don't worry about this. I'm going to show you how to do it. It's super easy. Don't worry. So there's 2 webhooks that we need. One of them is the wipe webhook. The other one is the protocol webhook. So let's jump back over to our Discord and I'll show you how to create webhooks. So if we just click on the server settings on the top left-hand corner and click on server settings themselves and then select webhooks. This is where all of your webhooks are going to reside. If you currently have webhooks in your Discord already, that's okay. It was probably created by a bot and that's all right. Let's select create new webhook. So what do we want to call this? Let's call this guy test wipe hook. Now, what channel do we want this webhook to place its information? You need to determine that for your server, but in this case, we're going to use the updates channel. So click there. You can change the icon that this webhook is actually going to display when it actually reports something to your Discord server. If you don't change it by default, it's just going to be the typical purple Discord icon, and that's okay. So we want to copy this to our clipboard, and then we want to click on save. Once we have that copied to our clipboard, we can jump back over to our Discord wipe config file, and we just want to replace this entire line right here with the webhook address that we grabbed from our Discord. Now we're going to do the same thing for protocol. That's what this one is right here, protocol webhook URL. So we can go back to our Discord. We can create another webhook. We're going to call this one test protocol hook. And where do we want this guy to report to? We're going to get him to report to the same channel, which is updates. Again, we can change the icon if we want to. Let's click on copy so that we have this URL copied to our clipboard, and then we can click on save and we can go back to our Discord wipe config file. We can select that line right there and just replace it with the URL that we have copied to our clipboard. So that is literally all you need to change in order for this Discord wipe plugin to actually work on your server. There, of course, is a lot of customization that you can do if you want to. You can go through this for yourself and decide what information you actually want to display. So for now, let's just save this and we'll go back to our console, type in o.reload Discord wipe, and everything is good. So now let's see what this actually does for us now that we've set all this up. So before we get too far into this, we want to make sure that we have the appropriate permissions in order to use this plugin. Now, the only use of this plugin is in testing situations, because after we've tested this and made sure that everything is working correctly, it is 100% automated. You don't ever have to do anything any further. So in order to find out what permissions we might need for this, we need to go back to the Discord wipe page on the Umod website, and we can just click on permissions, and there we go. It's showing us exactly which permission we need to use. We can just click on this right here. That's going to copy that permission to our clipboard. We can then go back to our console and we can grant the permission to whatever player or group of players we want to actually have this permission. If we just wanted to grant this permission to one individual player, we can use it like this: o.grant user, the player's name that we want to grant this permission to, and then we can just paste in the permission that we grabbed from the Umod website. If you're using Oxide groups or you're using Better Chat groups and you want to grant this permission to a group of players that are members of this group, you can just use o.grant group admin, or whatever the name is that you've used in your server, and then use the permission. In this course, Discord wipe.admin. Now I have the appropriate permission. I can actually go in game and test this plugin to make sure that it's actually going to work on wipe day. Okay, so now that we're in game, the 2 commands that we're going to use to test this plugin is /dwwipe and /dwprotocol. And you're going to see the differences between the 2 and the different functions that they perform. Once I run this test on the game server, I'll then take you over to the Discord server and show you exactly what they did. So as you can see right there, we're using /dw Discord wipe, dw wipe. It says you have sent a test wipe message. We're also going to do /dw protocol, and then it says you have now sent a test message. So let's hop back over to the Discord and see what information was displayed from our bot. As you can see in our Discord, we have 2 messages in the update section, which is exactly where we told our webhook to put this information. If we click on updates, you can now see the glorious information that the bot has now displayed for us inside of our Discord. So the first one that we did was /DW wipe, which is mimicking a wipe for our server. So what that means is every time your server wipes or changes the map or whatever, it's going to automatically display this new information in your Discord. It's going to let all of your members know that the map has wiped and that this is the new map that's going to be played. And you can click on the map and it'll bring up a bigger picture of the map. It's quite glorious. The second command that we sent was /DW protocol, which is not necessarily for your players as much as it is the people that care, which is your admins, your moderators. You want to make sure that your server is up to date and that you're using the most recent protocol. So that's what /DW protocol does. It displays in your Discord which version, which protocol you're using on your server. It will also tell you if this protocol update is mandatory, whether your players actually have to do a client update in order to play on this server. It also gives you a link where you can actually click directly on this message and it'll immediately load you into the server. I, of course, I'm already in the server, so that's not going to work for me, but it just gives you a really quick way so that players can be like, yep, okay, the server is updated, the wipe is completed, this is the new map, boom, click, done, I'm in. Okay, so there you go. That is Discord Presence, the bot that tells you what's going on inside your game server, and Discord Wipe. Both of those plugins are by MJSU, both available from the Umod website. I wanted to go into detail on how to make these plugins work because I know there's people out there that are struggling with this, and I know they want to have these things working on their server, on their game server, as well as their Discord server. I hope this answers any questions you might have. If it doesn't, be sure to leave me a question in the comment section down below. I'll do my very best to get to each and every one of them. If you guys haven't already done so, make sure you check out my YouTube Discord. I'll put a link to it above me. I'll put a link to it in the video description down below. There are just about 800 members inside this Discord that are ready and waiting to either help you or request your help. It goes both ways, but this is becoming a really great community. We've got 10 or 20 different members in there that are just as well educated in this stuff as I am, maybe even more, maybe even better educated than I am. In fact, I'm confident that that's the case. So if you have any questions or tripping over things on your route to becoming a server owner, server admin, make sure you join the Discord. There's tons of information out there and a lot of members that have a lot of answers that maybe I might not even come up with. If you'd like to help support my channel, you can always check me out at patreon.com/srtbull. With your pledge on my Patreon, it comes with dedicated server roles, which give you more permissions inside the YouTube Discord itself. You will also get your name mentioned at the end of each one of these videos. So a huge shout out to all of my existing Patreons. I appreciate all of your support so much. My most recent Patreon, as you can see it right there on the screen, right underneath Locke's name. I don't know what his name is. It could be Bob. It could be Joe. I don't know. But that's his name. That's my most recent Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate every single effort that you guys put forward into my channel. Okay, that's it for this week. I'll see you guys next Friday. Make sure you guys check out the Discord, the Patreon, and make sure you guys go to icehost.com if you're looking for game server hosting. I've been working with them for a couple of weeks now. I've been looking for problems and I haven't been able to find one yet. Their scheduling system, their automation system is absolutely fantastic. I love it. Make sure you guys check it out and make sure you use promo code srtbull at checkout to save 30% off your first 2 months of service on their shared servers. Okay, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you check out one of the videos on the right hand side of the screen right now. And until next time, you guys stay safe, take care of each other, be smart. We're going to survive, and I'll see you guys next Friday.